These people might look like dum-dums, but we're about to send them to the moon. And by the way, that is a glorious moustache. We're probably going to need a few thousand years of evolving this planet though before that can happen. But luckily we've got the power of 3 gods to speed things up. We'll start with our turtle god, and he's going to create some rainforest for us. It always just looks so poisonous when it starts. Maybe about this much looks good. Oh yeah, there we go. And we can settle our botanist tribe there straight away. There we go, we've built a few tree houses, and everyone's instantly got clothing, which is what normally happens. We've also got the rock god, and we're going to use him to build a section of desert over this side. Something like this size should be good. And then we've got the crab god, who we're going to use to put in some ocean in this remaining little section. Crab guy, the best guy. Everyone's favorite god. Okay, well, let's start with our first quest for the botanists. They want to have 4 combined population and technology. Later on, they also value having a lot of plants as well. So we'll get our turtle god to build us a Ramon tree. It gives us just a little bit of science points, but also a biodiversity point, which is really useful to have. And you also get biodiversity from building something new in the biome as well. So once we put down this papaya tree next, we'll get a little bit of food, but then we'll get the bonus for having 3 biodiversity. And that's all we needed to finish the first quest for the botanists. And that means we've unlocked the next tribe. I think we'll go with the inventor. We're going to need this science if we're going to start getting into space travel. And we're going to plop the inventor just on the edge of the rainforest, right near the ocean. Here they come. All good leaders need a good moustache. Jungle's Borough. Right now, it looks like the inventors want 3 technology, which makes sense. Since we're sharing the biome with the botanist, we also share the biodiversity points in there, so we need to keep that in mind too. But I think we'll just start by placing this Ramon tree. Then we'll get our rock guy to place a very large stone. And now they want to expand, which is perfect, because I accidentally built that outside of the borders. All right, that hasn't quite got us over the technology line yet, so why don't we use one of those draft points I was talking about earlier? We can pick which biome we want to upgrade. So, of course, we're going to do the rainforest. And actually, this could be perfect. This gumbo limbo tree, it comes with a parakeet and also a flint. So there's a lot of science points to be had with these. So why don't we start with the flint? It gets its bonus if it's next to a tree. So this should be a great spot for it. There we go, there's the inventor quest done. So now we've got another draft point if we need it, and we can settle our 3rd tribe. Why don't we go with the huntress? They like a mixture of food and gold. We'll choose a spot for them right in the middle of the desert. I can't see where they're coming from though. Where are these guys? Oh, they're coming across the water in boats, flying their little tree flag. You're lucky I haven't evolved megalodons yet. Imagine if you could evolve a megalodon in this game. All right, welcome home, you guys, to Big June Oasis. It looks like in the future we're going to need a lot of animals for this tribe as well. Let's try and remember that. But we've got a lot of things to remember at the moment, so surely I'm going to forget some of them. We're working with my dum-dum brain here. First quest is 2 animals and 3 population. That should be okay. But before we do anything, let's unlock a draft point for the desert. An ostrich is a really good place to start here. We also get a sand grouse and a mud crack. They want to be surrounded by empty slots. So that's the main thing we're going to keep in mind. And before we can build one, we're going to need to get 2 biodiversity as well. So something like this sand cat does count as an empty slot. Oh, actually, I take that back. We're going to replace it with a mud crack here. When you replace a tile, it only costs 1 eon instead of the 5 it would normally take for your turn. So it didn't affect us too much. But the good thing about the mud crack is we get a bonus biodiversity point for it. And now that we've got 2, we can build the ostrich. So he's worth 50 food and 30 gold, which is kind of crazy. Let's build this sand grouse. It counts as an empty slot as well, so it doesn't affect the ostriches. Perfect, that's the quest done. Looks like we've still got some things to do for the botanist. We can pick their inspiration. It looks like the woodcutter is going to be our best chance. We're going to get 40 science just from taking this, and if we build 1 more tree, we'll get another 60 science points. There we go, we've got a little sawmill. Now to complete their level 2 quest, we need 12 combined population and technology. We're going to choose this Gumbo Limbo tree. It gets an extra bonus for every spare biodiversity you have. So right now we've got 5 biodiversity in the rainforest that's unused. And we also got the extra 60 for the woodcutter perk that we've just fulfilled as well. We just need 1 more point in either population or science for us to complete the quest. Oh, never mind. We got it somehow. Where did that point come from? Oh, I think we got an invention. When your civilization levels up, you can get these extra points. So I think this invention gave us 2 extra science, which got us over the line. Now we've got the level 2 quest for the inventor who wants 10 technology. We can also choose their inspiration too. They've got woodcutter, but there's only 1 tree here. We're not going to have undergrowth. Maybe the toolsmith? which looks like it's only going to be 20. I think woodcutter is going to be our best bet. So I think for now, we'll just try and build 2 more trees. The first one's going to be a Ramon, which is good. Gives us an extra biodiversity point. And we might just throw in a papaya tree because we've got a food slot here. And we do get its extra bonus as well. We're probably going to need about 50 more science by the looks. The only way we're going to get close to that is by building another Gumbo Limbo tree. That was perfect. We got the quest done. And that's all of our era points spent up, so we can't have any more turns. But now it's time to pick our first era. We could do the Calm era, which is just about having prosperity on the planet. The Iron Age, we need quite a bit of technology on the planet. Then there's the Age of Philosophy, which means we need technology on the planet and a bit of population as well. I think the Age of Philosophy is the way to go because the philosopher spreads this perk that gives bonus science to all other cities. Alright, it looks like we're trying to discover the meaning of life right now. Really going for those easy goals first up. Alright, let's just do a quick win then by building a sand cat. This will be the last animal we need to get that hunter perk done. And yes, awesome. We've completed the quest. And that'll be our 2nd star in the Age of Philosophy. So really now we just need to get 16 more prosperity on the planet. Alright, why don't we start with some draft points? I can't do the rainforest yet, so why don't we choose the desert? I think we're going to have to go for this gold, which comes with 2 new animals. For us to build this gold, we're going to need to stack up 8 biodiversity. So we'll start with this carnelian. It is outside of our borders, but hopefully we'll expand soon. This counts as an empty slot and likes being next to an animal. Actually, the desert we built is quite small. I think we're going to need some more land here. So let's buy an expansion charge. I've been meaning to use this planet shop more. As you play, you build up these population, technology, or gold points, and they're free to spend. They don't affect your tribe or your total prosperity either. And with this expansion charge, we can get our rock guy to expand our terrain, and we could get him just to lay down some more desert for us. Get out of here, rainforest. Next, we're going to pop in one of these little sage bushes. That should give us 2 biodiversity, 1 for building something new, and 1 for its bonus. Alright, let's just put a pin in this desert for the moment because we've got a level 3 quest for the botanist. We need 35 combined population and technology and 4 plants. Let's try an iguana. That likes to be next to a mineral, so we'll build another flint. Oh, and we're expanding as well. Perfect timing. And we could probably use a few extra Ramon trees. So that's going to help us accrue extra points from the Gumbo Limbo that we had. So we'll put in 1 and 2 of those. We really need to complete one of these quests so I can get an upgrade charge, because without it, we can't build these 2-star things that we have, which we're going to need if we're going to progress. Okay, actually, we've only got 3 turns left, and we still need 8 prosperity, so back to the desert, I think. So if we put in a gazelle, that'll get us just enough to expand, which is a few more prosperity. Maybe this cute little jaboa as well. Back in our botanist tribe though, if we can get 1 more distinct biotica, we can get another 30 science. So if we build this little parakeet down here, that'll give us some gold and a few extra biodiversity points. Alright, that was 3 stars in the Age of Philosophy on the very last turn, but I'll take it. I think that's all because we got this songbird invention, which is very lucky. Oh, we discovered the meaning of life. Maybe we don't need to travel to space after all. That's usually why we explore the universe, right? No, you know what? We're still doing it. Now, on to the next era. From the ones we've unlocked, there's the Calm era, Knights and Castles, which is getting a mixture of population science and gold points, and the Plague era. I don't want to doom this planet before we go to the moon, so let's pick Knights and Castles. The bonuses are not too bad as well, and each unique leader gets its own castle, so what's not to love? And thank goodness we can finally upgrade slots. All right, let's go see the inventor. Getting them to 18 gold is going to be a challenge, considering they're on 1. But I think level 2 slots are going to be our best friend. So let's upgrade these tiles into level 2 tiles. Now we can build one of these cool little guys, the spider monkey. Oh, he gets a bonus if he's next to 2 different trees. So we'll have to build a new tree for him at some stage. Before we do that, let's see what other unlocks we can get for the rainforest. Oh, we're getting level 3 bioticas now. We definitely can't use them yet, but we can definitely use the level 2 ones. Okay, I think it's going to have to be this jade ritual. It does give us a new tree as well, so let's unlock that. It's going to take 4 biodiversity to build this guy. That doesn't look like the picture. Oh my gosh, it's given us 247 gold. That was way more than I was expecting. So that's our first star done for Castles and Knights. Now we need to get every tribe to 18 of the resource they need. We've nearly done the inventor with the gold already. It looks like if we build 3 more distinct plants, we can keep getting gold. So we can just change this one tree into a different tree. Let's say this papaya. That should get the extra bonus for the monkeys, which is another 30 gold. Oh, and it looks like these guys are working on a new invention as well. A new luxury. Oh, which happened to be luxurious amulets. And that gave us 2 more gold. I can't believe it. We've done it with the inventors. Wow, that was actually easier than I thought. Let's see what's going on with the botanist. If we just pick their inspiration, if we get 1 more tree, we could have 300 extra science points. That is a pile of science if I've ever seen one. And yep, that'll do that. Now, the last one we need is the Huntress. Let's look at their quest first, though. They need population and also wealth. For their inspiration, instead of taking the butcher, let's take the tavern. So we'll get a huge amount of food and gold. And who doesn't love a tavern? That's 2 stars for knights and castles. We'll get 3 if we just get to 175 prosperity. Now, these guys don't want to extend their borders just yet, but I have a plan to make that happen. If we just upgrade these slots outside of the borders to level 2, then we can finally get that gold that we unlocked ages ago. We get 100 gold just from building this guy, but that goes up to 170 with the perks. Everything that's worth gold on the planet adds 10. The other level 2 that we needed, the Desert Tortoise. So he's worth 70 gold. It's kind of crazy. Plus he gets an extra biodiversity. Oh, I love the Desert Tortoises. They're so good. All right, there we go. There's the Huntress quest done. How did this tortoise get all the way over here? You're so far from home. He's actually really speedy. He's almost outrunning the villagers. Oh, maybe he just wants to go visit the beach. You're a tortoise. You're not a turtle. You don't belong in the ocean. All right. Oh, I feel bad now. I think I talked him out of it. You can visit the ocean whenever you like. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. You know what? Why don't we finally start building in this ocean? There's plenty of science points to be had over here. I have a strategy. It's going to involve the rock guy to start with. We're going to build ourselves a bedrock. This gets a bonus because it's next to this gumbo limbo that's on land. It also gives us a bonus biodiversity, so that takes us up to 2, which means I can build this white-plumed anemone, and it wants to be next to 2 minerals. Between this bedrock and the stone that's over here, it definitely is. The inventors have an inspiration that we can do. Now that means that we could max out this alchemist hut straight away, so I think we'll just take that. It looks like a little witch's hut in the woods. But that witch's hut did give us 200 science, which should absolutely let us complete this quest. And now we're just 5 prosperity away from 3 stars, and we've still got like 12 turns or something. For Big Dune Oasis, normally we just need population and gold, but when we get to this final era, we're really going to need technology. So using a draft point in the desert, I think we're going to go for this saffron plant. It's only level 2, so we can use it now. And we also get this, I don't know how to say that, Sisa plant? Now I think to make this all work, we're going to need even more land space for our desert. So we'll get the rock guy to put in 8 extra slots for us. I always forget that you can convert these biomes later on in the game. If only we could have done that on our randomized planet. Now with this extra space, we'll call the turtle god over and upgrade those slots to level 2. And when we get 1 more biodiversity just by putting down this mud crack, then we should be able to build a saffron. That's going to be outside of our borders once again, but because it's got its full bonus, it's worth 325 science. Now we'll turn our focus back to the botanists to try and get their quest done. We still can't use a draft point there, so let's just do it for the ocean very quickly. We still want science points, so let's just do a quick reroll. Whoa, this mud volcano looks pretty awesome. And it comes with a few other things that have science as well. That'll come in handy later. Over in the botanist town, we still need to get to 35 combined population and technology. Now, what am I doing? Let's just buy another draft point. Now we can pick some more things for the rainforest. Oh my gosh, this cassava tree. That could get so much food. And the jungle fowl is probably going to come in helpful too. All right, well, I think this calls for upgrading these 2 slots. Now we can build this cassava tree, which straight away is worth 160 food. I think if we build a rubber tree on this science booster slot as well, which is worth 166, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, now our cassava is worth 203. And that's 3 stars in castles and knights. That also completed our botanist quest as well. Oh my gosh, it's all coming together. Apparently these guys love cassava. All right, let's start planning ahead outside of our borders. This is going to be a level 2 slot. I'm going to place a hemp here. It really wants to be surrounded by animals to get a big bonus to all of its science. So let's just throw in a few for now, like the jungle fowl, or jungle chicken, as some might call it. I might just put a guinea pig over this side. And we don't have a snake yet, so we'll put one of those in as well. Sorry, guinea pigs. Oh my gosh, he went straight for him. These snakes waste no time. Oh, a level 4 quest just turned up. It wants the botanist to get to 90 combined population and technology. We are so far off that. This hemp is already up to 245 science. And we can keep putting animals around it too. You know what? Something we could try is a terraform charge, which only costs 5 gold to do. That means that we can call our rock guy over to build a mountain. So I think these 3 extra slots that we get are going to be really useful. We'll upgrade these slots to level 2 as well. Oh, that took out our chicken. That's okay. That means we can put in a spider monkey instead. The spider monkey gets a bonus if we can build 1 more tree. Let's just put in a Ramon tree up here for now. We convinced them to expand. There's just so much bounty outside of the borders now that they can't resist expanding. Why are those budgies eating a steak? Or is that a budgie steak? Interesting. Oh, what animal are you carrying? It's huge. Are you hunting all the new animals I built? What's going on? All right, we've finally claimed all the science from the hemp, which is 318. Oh, look at that stuff. I'm loving that. We can push that even further with our last turn if I build a budgie. So now the hemp's worth 392. Okay, that makes it time for the next era. Oh, Le Chateau, a mighty fort. That's an army. They're bringing a monkey into battle. That's another army. Oh, never mind, the monkey ran away. Plants, guinea pigs, and mustaches. Are the conversations going well? Oh, that man has just died. Oh my god, that one too. It's a surprise attack with boulders and iguanas. What? Oh, okay, everyone's dead. There are certain types of mustaches you trust, and that guy did not have one of them. All right, time for the third and final era. But you know what we all came here for. The space race. Hard. Challenge accepted. Okay, so it looks like we need the botanist to be at 50 technology. 3 cities need to have 20 technology. 150 on the planet, my goodness. And 500 prosperity to get 3 stars. We get the rocket science, that's what we all came here for. And advanced mining. Whoa, minerals worth 500% if they're unique on the planet? That's crazy. All right, there's no time to waste. We can get 3-star slots now, which is awesome. Why are the astronauts expanding our borders? Look at this beauty. That rocket is huge. That budgie has 4 wings. Okay, it's all gone very chaotic in this last era. I don't know what's happening. Yes, we definitely need the guinea pig and the snake within our borders. All right, I guess our first order of business is to get the botanist up to 50 technology. They've got an inspiration straight away. Or the apothecary gets us 496. Okay, we're going to take apothecary. I'm not even going to wait. Look at the science coming out of that little shop. We only just took 1 inspiration, and we've already got 1 star in the space race. The jungle temple's going to the moon. Oh, we're taking off. There was no countdown or anything. Okay, you just need 1 star to travel to the moon, it turns out. Why are all of my gods huddled on a mountain? They're trying to get as close as possible to the rocket. Oh, we detached. Oh, that has just exploded in the desert somewhere. Okay, we're still flying. I can't see a moon anywhere. That's the sun over there, right? It's definitely not the moon. Right, we're over the ocean. We don't seem to be climbing. Our altitude is stable. I guess that's better than it coming back down to Earth. I think we found the moon. We're landing on the moon. Oh, yes. We did it. What in... Okay, I have questions. Are they birds? Is that our budgies? Why are our astronauts expanding the borders and budgies flying our space shuttle? Is that why it went off so suddenly? They just hijacked the whole spaceship. Now they're all just hanging out on the moon taunting us. I don't even think they have space helmets. But that does mean that we need to now get 2 stars in the space race if possible. So we need 3 cities with 20 technology and 150 technology on the planet. All right, let's start with the inventors. A power plant might be the way to go. For every mineral, we'll get 25 science and 25 gold and an extra 100% science for every energy biotium. What is that? All right, with our draft points, we're looking for... Oh, there's oil. That's an energy. And they're both minerals, so they would count towards our bonus. A dugong? He's a titan? What does that even mean? All right, we're going to take the oil for sure. The energy part of that is really useful, I think. Okay, I've got a plan. It involves upgrading some of these slots in the ocean, down in the deepest, darkest parts. We didn't really need them to be level 3, but I'll take it. We don't have enough biodiversity to build the oil yet. We need 7 more, which is kind of crazy. All right, first of all, we're going to put in some hydrothermal vents, which are toxic, so that's just fantastic for our environment. And now we need a couple of minerals, so we're going to put in a coral rock. Man, we've got a lot of expanding to do to get all of this in our borders. We'll also put in a chert as well. Oh, now we're starting to get some of these mystery points. And for each tribe, they mean something different, but for us, in the inventor tribe, we're getting 3 science for every mystery point we get. Now, we've got 5 biodiversity here, which means we can afford the mud volcano. And he's got 3 of 3 eruption points now, which means 390 science, which is way more than I thought. Oh my god, that means we're expanding too. I thought they were watermelons for a second, but I think they're wearing jade masks. What's going on? I love how one city's like flying to the moon and these guys are just carving stone masks. You know, each to their own, I guess. I think we're definitely heading towards this power plant being a good idea, so let's take that now. This tiny little apothecary and then this giant power plant behind. Oh my god, the resources. Okay, I don't think it's going to take us long to get these guys to 50. We still need 4 biodiversity in the water to put down the oil, so let's spend some money to get another drawer, actually. That way, we can see what we can unlock for the ocean. It seems silly to take that one just for the anchovies, but I think they're actually going to be the thing that we need. Because if we build 2 together, we'll get an extra biodiversity point for each of them because they're schooling. And for the last biodiversity, we'll just put in a herring. So finally, that means that we can build oil, which is just a whole bunch of gold. It also means we get a huge amount of science from this energy bonus on the power plant. Look at this oil rig. My gosh. Oh, 48 of 50. So close. But there is a micro that adds 25% science. So if we put that on our mud volcano, we'll go from 390 science to 455. Oh, we just need one more science level for those guys. All right, let's just do a little bit of gem swapping here. We'll put an amethyst where this flint is because it likes to be next to an animal. And we'll put the flint where this papaya tree is. That way we'll have 1 extra mineral total and we'll get a bit of a bonus from the power plant. Oh, if we are 1 short. Oh, it just made it. Okay, we got the level 4 quest done for the inventors, which is awesome because now we've got another draft point. I think we're going to take this Disporium, which is kind of nutty for science, and everything it gives is a mineral that has science. For now, we're going to pop in this little plant, which gets a bonus if it's next to 2 empty slots. We'll also take their inspiration, which is a steak restaurant. I mean, every thriving city needs a steak restaurant, as you can see it in the back there. And I think we can just max out our science if we use micros. So let's put the fly on this mud crack for an extra 20 science points. And then we'll upgrade this little sage bush by making it worth 30 extra science. There we go. Now that's 20 science for those guys. All we need now is 150 on the planet. So for that, I think we're going to go and work with the botanists. I think we'll buy another draft point for here. Oh man, costs 40 science to buy one of those now, but I think it's worth it. Oh my goodness, this Helicsonia is crazy. And it comes with a few other really useful things, so let's unlock that. Right, this is our last slot upgrade. So we're going to take out that Gumbo Limbo and the parakeets to do this. But now that we've done that, we can put in this Helicsonia plant. Love that the astronaut's carrying meat here. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, that is worth so much resources. Oh, it's a medicinal plant, so we just procced the apothecary pretty hard as well. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of resources. The crazy thing about that is every flower on the planet gets 100 food and 100 science. Oh, we still need 1 more plant. Hold that thought. Let's build one of these kapok trees. So it's 612 science and 145 food for that plant. That is so much science to process. But we did just finish the city quest, which is awesome. Actually, we're just 4 away. That got so close. Yep, all the flowers in other areas definitely benefited from the science and food. All right, that gives me an idea. We'll throw in this little plant. It doesn't count as an empty slot though, so it actually detracts from this saffron. But we can use this micro, which makes a slot count as an empty slot and adds a little bit of gold. It can only be used in the desert, so lucky that's exactly where we are. Now that gives the bonus back to the saffron. And because this is a flower as well, it gets the bonus from the rainforest biome, so it's worth so much. Oh, that did give us our 2nd star in the space race though. So it looks like we still need about 79 prosperity. We're gonna get a big chunk of that if we can just get 2 more wealth in the desert. Actually, if we just build this falcon here, that might get us pretty close. It's 100 gold, and that was the last thing we needed to get them to expand as well. See, more pluses than minus means expand. So that's a hunter's quest done, which is worth 25 prosperity straight away. We've got 2 draft points to spend, so let's put 1 in the rainforest. I think we might go for the caiman here. That could give us a lot of gold and a lot of food, which is perfect. Let's just upgrade these slots. They can all be level 3s. Then if we spend 4 biodiversity, we can put in the caiman on the food booster as well. Oh my gosh, he's worth so much. I'll put our armadillo up here, and let's just put in a guinea pig here on a level 3 slot. Why not? Sorry to the chickens and guinea pigs that are surrounding the caimans. Okay, everyone loves the caimans. They're wearing monkey masks, or are they actually monkeys? They're blinking. Also, the traders have monkey heads too. Okay, let's just ignore that for now. Okay, they are eating the caimans. That's why they love them so much. They must taste delicious. Just like crocodile. Tastes like chicken. Okay, next plan. We're taking the helium. Okay, this helium's crazy. It gets 20 science for every distinct bioticum in the biome. Our rainforest is huge. And 50 science for each distinct legacy bioticum. That means everything that was replaced by upgrading a slot. So why don't we just make 2 legacy bioticum ourselves? And they're now level 3, which means we can put in the helium. Oh, I'm so excited to see how much this is going to be worth. 2,420. Plus, we get the energy bonus, another 100% power plant resources. Oh my god, this is going to take forever to tick down. We only need 7 more prosperity on the planet, and I think we've probably done it. Right, we're just 1 away. And there we go. Space race, 3 stars. Now what are we going to do with all this space technology that's left over? We sent our 1 rocket to the moon when we got 1 star. Actually, are they still there? Those little jerks are still on the moon, taunting us. Crab God, can you reach them from there? Looks like you can reach. All right, well, we finally got through it. The inventors ended up with 91 science. I just got an achievement for having 200 technology points on 1 planet. Well, we don't need to build anything else. There's a little bit of leftover Eon, but we'll just take the bonus prosperity points. Oh wait, something's happening. The Budgies built a settlement on the moon. Oh my god, there's people there. There are astronauts there after all. Not only did we settle this planet, but now we've colonized the moon. We are definitely the best gods. 3 stars in every era. So many new rewards to get as well. Right, if you're still enjoying Reus, let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Love you. Mwah. Okay, bye.